In the past, every time Li Shi met her friends' boyfriends, they would tease and flirt with her. Gradually, she thought that maybe this was her life script. So she started taking the initiative to do such things, helping girls who needed to verify their relationships test their boyfriends. A girl asked Li Shi to meet up, saying that she and her boyfriend had been together for 6 years, and he had even proposed to her not long ago. She believed that he would not betray her. She asked Li Shi what she planned to do, and if she needed to follow him. Li Shi replied that she only needed to show up in front of her boyfriend, and that would be enough. The girl then asked if confirming his cheating meant going as far as sleeping with him. Li Shi confirmed that she would not do such a thing. The girl demanded that she must find proof to show he betrayed her. Li Shi intentionally found a chance to show up in front of that girl's boyfriend. That man worked in the travel industry. She pretended to say she really liked traveling and wanted to book a custom design trip. After that, the man took her home and confessed that he was in a lot of pain because he had fallen for Li Shi but could not be with her. Hearing this voice recording, that girl immediately made the decision to break up. Another time, when Li Shi went to a bar to drink, she saw Shiao Bay sitting alone, so she walked over to strike up a conversation. Shiao Bay said he already had plans with friends, and while talking on the phone, he asked Lao Gong why he still hadn't arrived. Li Shi was about to leave, but right then she saw a girl catch her boyfriend cheating, and she even got hit by him. Li Shi immediately rushed in to help, and as the man was about to hit her, Shiao Bay ran over just in time to support her. When leaving the bar, the heel of Li Shi's high heel broke, making her limp as she walked. Shiao Bay drove up, handed her a pair of slippers, and said it was a gift from a friend that had been in his car for a long time, but never used. Seeing she was about to catch a taxi, he said it was very hard to get a ride at this hour, and it was also dangerous for a girl to be out alone, so it would be better to let him take her home. After taking her home, Li Shi said she would treat Shiao Bei to a cup of coffee as a thank you. Shiao Bei teased her, asking if she often invited people to her house for coffee. Li Shi explained that he misunderstood. She meant the coffee shop downstairs. Shiao Bei asked how she would contact him if she wanted to treat him, so the two exchanged contact info. A rich man came to Li Shi and showed her a picture of his daughter's boyfriend. He thought this guy didn't truly love his daughter, so he wanted to ask for her help. Li Shi said she didn't ruin other people's relationships. The man explained he just hoped she would test him to see if he would change his heart or not. He hoped his daughter could marry someone who truly loved her, just like the love he had for his daughter. Li Shi told Ying Tao about Shiao Bei, feeling that he was completely different from the men she had met before. Ying Tao teased her that she used to say all men were the same. Li Shi sent a picture of herself drinking coffee to Shiao Bei, and he texted back that she still owed him a coffee date, so they might as well go together tomorrow. She agreed. Shiao Bei fixed a broken high heel and brought it back to her. Li Shi said she forgot to bring the slippers out, and Shiao Bei told her to just keep them. He said it had been a long time since he went out to hang out, and right as they walked past an archery club, they decided to go in and try it. Shiao Bei suggested a match, and whoever won would decide what to eat tonight. Li Shi said she hadn't agreed to have dinner with him yet. In the end, she won, and the two still went to eat together, chatting and getting along really well. After eating, Shiao Bei took Li Shi home and made a plan to go grab coffee the next day. He asked about the coffee shop downstairs from her place, and Li Shi said they didn't have many types of coffee beans there. Shiao Bei then suggested they go back to today's shop, and she agreed. In the past, because she had witnessed too much betrayal and love, Li Shi didn't have much sympathy for romance anymore. However, since meeting Shiao Bei, she was like an inexperienced extra, naive and awkward. She felt Shiao Bei was a special person. At this moment, she finally understood the insecurity of women who had been in love. The more she felt the sweetness of love, the more she feared it would disappear one day. When she saw a picture of Shiao Bei with a girl on his social media feed, she asked who that person was. Shiao Bei said her name was Ming Ming, a new employee at the store. That day, the son brought cake to see Ming Ming, but she said she was working, so she couldn't eat it. Just as Li Shi arrived, the son left. She used the excuse that her bag's leather trim was broken, asking if it could be fixed here. Ming Ming said it wasn't hard, telling her to wait a moment. Shiao Bei walked over, asking why she came so early, and then introduced Li Shi to Ming Ming as his girlfriend. Li Shi asked Ming Ming if the guy just now was her boyfriend, also adding that the cake was from an internet-famous bakery and very hard to buy. Hearing that, Shiao Bei said if she liked it, the two of them could go buy it later. Ying Tao came to see Li Shi, commenting that she now looked exactly like someone deeply in love. She said she also used to think Lao Bai was special, but now they were divorced. Li Shi was extremely surprised, asking what happened. Ying Tao said she found out Lao Bai was cheating, even caught him red-handed at a hotel, so she couldn't forgive him. The more she looked at him, the more disgusted she felt, so she decided to get a divorce. Li Shi recalled how Lao Bai used to flirt with her in the past, saying she should have told her friend earlier. Ying Tao just replied that everything was in the past now. Li Shi wished to have a one-of-a-kind boyfriend. Ying Tao also thought they should test Shiao Bei, telling her not to worry and letting her set it up. She had a girl go ask Shiao Bay for directions, saying she was lost and asking if he could lead her to the park. Unexpectedly, Shiao Bay only helped call a taxi and even paid for the fare. Ying Tao said that was only the beginning. She set up a beautiful girl again to pretend to bump into him in the elevator, but Shiao Bay was completely unfazed. When he went out for a jog, there was a girl standing nearby, crying, saying she just went through a breakup and was very heartbroken, asking if he could comfort her. Shiao Bei immediately was about to call Lao Gong over, which scared the girl so much she ran away. Ying Tao thought that because they were outside, there wasn't a good chance, so she pretended to be a cleaner and went to Shiao Bei's house to clean. When she returned, she told Li Shi shouldn't have agreed to let her test Shiao Bei because she had already fallen in love with him. But Li Shi took one look and knew her friend was acting. Ying Tao shared that at Shiao Bei's house, he made her do all kinds of chores. She had never met a man like that. After that, Shiao Bei and Li Shi went out to eat, and she brought up to Senator Shiao Bei, said they were a group of friends who grew up together, and they happened to have a dinner plan today, so he wanted to bring her along to introduce his girlfriend. Li Shi agreed, but when they got there, she didn't expect that the Lao Gong Shiao Bei mentioned was actually the man she had tested before. She was extremely awkward. Lao Gong kept probing, but Li Shi didn't fall into the trap. Shiao went out to answer a call, saying he was at the store writing music. Shiao came back, saying he just wanted to let his wife know. Li Shi apologized for misunderstanding Shiao and Luan earlier, even though she knew he had a wife. However, Luan disagreed. She argued that just because someone is married, doesn't mean they can't have friends of the opposite sex. She and Shiao had a lot of fun together, and the two understood each other like soulmates. Hearing that, Li Shi immediately said, if you truly love someone, you probably wouldn't need to find another soulmate. The son spoke up to defend Shiao, saying that Li Shi didn't know what his wife was like. She was very strong-willed and controlling, making Shiao always feel restricted and uncomfortable. She even thought his friends were just a bad influence and wouldn't let them hang out and have fun together. Li Shi then asked if that was the case. Why didn't he get a divorce? Lao Gong smirked, saying it was simply because he was afraid of the hassle. According to him, what is called love isn't actually about how much you like someone, but rather, after weighing the pros and cons, seeing that person as the most suitable choice. Li Shi asked Lao Gong what pure love really was in the end. Lao Gong replied that it's not because that person is beautiful or what their personality is like, but that on that exact day, that person is the best thing. That saying made Li Shi remember something from the past. Back then, Yuhi asked her to meet up, sharing that her boyfriend was a comic artist, as sly as a cunning fox. She knew he was always fooling around with other girls, but she had never found any proof. Yui handed Li Shi a USB drive, saying inside was her boyfriend's comic work, who went by the pen name Shenxiang. Through those works, Li Shi could understand him better. After that, Li Shi pretended to be a loyal reader of Lao Gong, took the initiative to ask him to meet up, and he agreed. She introduced herself as Jiang Fan, saying she really loved Shenxiang's works, but didn't know what to call him. Lao Gong told her to just call him by his pen name. Li Shi said she believed that an artwork is the reflection of the author's inner self, and through his creations, she felt like she understood exactly who he was. When Lao Gong asked which work she liked the most, she also shared her thoughts. Then, Li Shi suddenly confessed that she had fallen in love with him. Lao Gong paused, saying he already had a girlfriend. Li Shi asked if she walked away right now, would he really not stop her? Did he really not have any feelings for her? As she was about to turn away, Lao Gong called her back. The two started dating, and Li Shi asked him not to mention his girlfriend anymore, because she would get jealous. Li Shi wanted to see what Lao Gong looked like when he worked, so he took her to his house. At that time, Yuhi was ready to catch them red-handed, but unexpectedly the door was locked from the inside, and she couldn't get in. She knocked on the door, demanding Lao Gong to open it. Li Shi panicked and said his girlfriend was here. She had to go. But Lao Gong calmly said the situation couldn't be explained clearly now, so they might as well just own the accusation and follow the original plan. Li Shi was stunned, saying she didn't understand what he was talking about. Lao Gong looked straight at her, saying it was true that she had tailor-made a perfect partner image for him, and he had truly caught feelings. But her plan had a fatal flaw. The work she mentioned had never been released to the public, so how did she read it? Knowing she was exposed, Li Shi tried to leave, but Lao Gong stopped her, saying he would break up with you so he could be with her. Li Shi only felt disgusted watching him openly confess his love to her right in front of his girlfriend, and she decisively left. Yui cried in pain, begging him not to abandon her. The son and everyone couldn't help but sigh with emotion. It was obvious that Lao Gong used to be betrayed by his girlfriend in the past, yet now he was doing the exact same thing. After the meal, Shiao Bei took Li Shi home and gave the son a ride along the way. Lao Gong said he could go home by himself. Li Shi asked Shiao Bei if he often hung out with them. Shiao Bei said he met Lao Gong often because he just kept his head down creating art all day, and if he didn't take the initiative to look for him, he was afraid he would stay locked up in his house until he was exhausted and no one would know. The conversation turned back to Jiang Fan. Li Shi thought that if Lao Gong truly didn't change his heart, then even if Jiang Fan showed up, things wouldn't change. But Shiao Bay didn't think so. He said with someone tailor-made for him like that, it was very hard not to catch feelings. Moreover, Jiang Fan was the one who aggressively took the initiative, with the main goal of making Lao Gong fall in love with her. Otherwise, how could she prove his loyalty? Or maybe it was because she herself wasn't attractive enough. The fact that she made up a charge and casually used the weak nature of men to test them like that was truly hateful. Shiao Bei took Li Shi downstairs. Li Shi said she could go up by herself and asked him to give his son a ride home on his way. On the way, Shiao Bei asked his son if he saw Li Shi with someone else, would he tell him? The son replied that he would definitely tell him, because he didn't want his best friend to be deceived. He knew Shiao Bei was hinting at Ming Ming's situation. Actually, he had known for a long time, but just felt that the other guy was no good, so he was waiting for Ming Ming to leave him on her own. The son told Shiao Bei not to tell Lao Gong and the others about this, and Shiao Bei agreed. When she got home, Li Shi opened another phone and saw a text from Lao Gong. He had changed his pen name to Ni Pu Sa, because Ni Pu Sa cannot cross the river. Li Shi wanted to meet him to talk, and Lao Gong said he was free. She went to his house to pick him up, and he said he would give her a ride on his motorcycle. Unexpectedly, they fell as soon as they got on the bike, making Li Shi both annoyed and helpless, and in the end, she had to drive it herself. Meanwhile, Luan Luan walked to Xiao to the downstairs of his building. The two hugged each other affectionately. Luan Luan caught a glimpse of what looked like a Xiao's wife standing by the window, so she told him not to turn his head back. But when Xiao turned to look, he saw no one. Luan Luan said maybe she saw it wrong, then caught a taxi to leave. In the car, the driver asked if the man just now was her boyfriend and why they didn't live together. Luan Luan replied that she just wanted to keep the beauty of love and didn't want to face the daily grind of making a living together. The driver laughed, saying wasn't life exactly about those little things. He talked about his wife. Even though they argued sometimes, their relationship was still very good. Busy talking, he took the wrong road, so he said he wouldn't charge her and would take her right to her place. Luan Luan declined, saying stopping here was fine. Li Shi and Lao Gong went out to eat. On the way, they bumped into an interview. In front of the camera, Lao Gong said that he and Li Shi used to be together and then broke up, but he chased her and won her back. Li Shi quickly stepped to the side, not wanting to appear on camera. After that, Lao Gong suggested Li Shi spend a night with him and promised he wouldn't tell Shiao Bei about this. He asked how she met Shiao Bei. Li Shi said they met at a bar. Lao Gong was surprised, because as far as he knew, Shiao Bei never went to bars. Then he just remembered, that day he was the one who asked Shiao Bei to go out to the bar for drinks. But because he hadn't submitted his draft, his editor came to his house to keep an eye on him, so he couldn't go. Thinking back on it, he felt even more annoyed. Lao Gong asked Li Shi if she really believed Shiao Bei wouldn't change his heart. She said she had someone test him, and Shiao Bei really didn't change. Lao Gong then said maybe it was just because he hadn't met the right person yet. Meanwhile, Shiao Bei bought the chocolate Li Shi liked and went to her house, texting her that he had arrived. Li Shi wanted to leave early, but Lao Gong reminded her that she had promised to stay with him for a night, and being 1 minute short wouldn't count. In the end, Li Shi could only stay. As for Shiao Bei, he quietly drove back. Xiao just got home, and his wife had already cooked a table full of food. He said he had already eaten, but she still told him to eat a little more. She asked where he went today, because she stopped by the guitar store but didn't see him there. Xiao had to say he went to eat with Lao Gong and the others. And he didn't tell her beforehand, because he knew she would be mad. Hearing that, Xiao's wife got even more frustrated. She asked if he knew why she was mad. He wanted to chase his dream, but didn't make any money. All this time, she was the one carrying the family's finances. Even the rent for the guitar store was paid by her. Xiao didn't want to keep talking about this anymore. His wife was sad, saying that clearly they used to love each other very much before, and she didn't know since when things had become like this. During that time, Li Shi and Lao Gong went for a walk together. Lao Gong asked what she was doing for work now. She said she opened a flower shop and also invested in a coffee shop. Lao Gong laughed, saying then he should call her boss Jiang. Li Shi then asked if he grew up with Shiao Bei, and how many people Shiao Bei had dated. Lao Gong said Shiao Bei had only dated one person before, and they broke up after graduating from college, but they didn't know the exact reason. Xiao sneaked into the bathroom to text Luan Luan, saying everything went undetected. Luan Luan got home, and while feeding her dog, she gently said that Daddy would be able to live with him soon. Shiao Bei texted Li Shi, telling her he went home first, and had hung the chocolate she liked on the door handle, reminding her to put it in the fridge so it wouldn't melt. Li Shi said she had to go home too. Lao Gong said if she couldn't stay the night, then let him take her home. She agreed. When Xiao Bei drove home, Li Shi and Lao Gong happened to walk past on the opposite side. The son called Ming Ming, asking who she was with. Ming Ming said she had already explained clearly they were just friends. The son sighed, saying he wouldn't ask anymore, and feeling very upset inside. He went out for a jog to clear his head. The next morning, Li Shi went to Xiao Bei's store before he arrived. She gave the chocolate to Ming Ming to eat, saying Xiao Bei bought it because he knew she liked it. Ming Ming laughed, saying Xiao Bei usually looked a bit silly, but she didn't expect him to be so thoughtful. A customer came to buy flowers, chose the newly arrived preserved flowers, and bought 3 sets at once. Another customer brought a handbag to Xiao Bei to have it authenticated, not believing the bag she was holding was a fake because it was a gift from her boyfriend. Xiao Bei said this bag was made very similar to the real one, but it was indeed a knockoff. Maybe her boyfriend was also scammed. He shared that he used to give a friend a fake bag before, and luckily that friend didn't mind. Hearing that, the customer breathed a sigh of relief, and even said she would come here to buy bags in the future. The son wondered why Xiao Bei didn't just tell the truth more bluntly. Xiao Bei calmly replied that the girl had already suffered a financial loss, so there was no need to hurt her feelings more. After that, Xiao Bei and Li Shi went to eat together. Xiao Bei knew a lot about the different handbags people carried. Mentioning the customer from earlier, he said once someone brought a bag to be authenticated, it proved they didn't just doubt the bag, but probably also doubted the love behind it. Right then, Yui also came here to eat. Seeing Li Shi, she was extremely surprised. Li Shi calmly said they were friends. It was just that they hadn't seen each other in a long time. Yui didn't deny it either. Halfway through, Li Shi got a phone call and said she had to leave early. Lately, whenever she looked at the people around her, she always had a feeling that someone would recognize her and dig up her past. Sister Guan called Li Shi over, saying there were a few people who wanted to meet her, but Li Shi said she wasn't doing it anymore. Sister Guan was surprised, reminding her that she used to say she wanted to expose the true faces of terrible men. Li Shi looked down, saying now she felt like she was just destroying other people's relationships. Sister Guan didn't force her, just smiled, and said she heard she got a boyfriend, and told her to bring him over to meet her when she had free time. Li Shi called Lao Gong to meet her, saying she had decided to tell Xiao Bei everything. Since this matter also involved him, she wanted to give him a heads up. Lao Gong was surprised, not understanding why she suddenly wanted to confess. Li Shi said she met Yuhi yesterday. Even though Yuhi didn't say anything, she didn't know how many more people she would have to face in the future. She didn't want to let someone else tell Xiao Bei the truth for her. Right then, a girl surnamed Zhao barged in, saying she was recommended by Sister Guan. Li Shi calmly replied that she had quit. Didn't Sister Guan tell her? Miss Zhao admitted she had heard about it, but thought that there was nothing in this world that money couldn't solve. Li Shi firmly refused. Miss Zhao got angry and threw insults, saying someone like Li Shi was even more despicable than a homewrecker. Lao Gong immediately clapped back, making her storm off in anger. Li Shi thanked Lao Gong, but he thought that speaking out now might not be a good choice. Between couples, no one is completely without secrets. Li Shi was confused, asking what she should do then, because she really didn't want to hide it from Xiao Bei. Meanwhile, Ming Ming received the preserved flowers. At first she was very happy, but when she saw the receipt, she found out the guy had bought 3 sets. Suspicion rose in her heart. Ming Ming asked Alun to meet up, asking him straight up if he was already married. Alun could only admit it. Before this, Ming Ming had gone to see his wife, and unexpectedly, she was pregnant. Alun tried to hold on to her, saying he only loved Ming Ming. She furiously slapped him, scolding that he said he loved her but turned her into a homewrecker. The people around were gossiping, all thinking Alun was truly a terrible guy. After that, Ming Ming went to Xiao Bei to quit her job. She said she wanted to settle everything completely, so she could fully commit to loving the son before telling him, and hoped Xiao Bei wouldn't spill the secret. Meanwhile, you received a designer bag. Her friends all admired it, saying her husband was so good to his wife. But US mom called to remind her that she wasn't young anymore, so she should have a baby. She also criticized the Shiao for being incompetent, saying if you had listened to her family and gotten with the Hua back then, things would have been different. You went to eat with her best friend, and her friend kept complaining that her husband wasn't romantic at all and couldn't remember any anniversaries. Every time she reminded him, he just transferred money to get it over with. She couldn't help but wonder if being with Shu Fan back then would have been better. Ming Ming asked her son out to a dessert shop where there was a very popular blind box item, so she ordered it. She said she had to call her boyfriend for a bit. The son felt a bit sad, thinking she was calling someone else. Unexpectedly, that call was for him. The son was so moved that he was almost speechless. Li Shi still wanted to tell Xiao Bei everything, but Xiao Bei could see she wasn't actually ready yet. He gently said he would give his girlfriend her own space, and to wait until she truly wanted to tell him. The son called Xiao Bei, inviting everyone out for dinner tonight. Xiao Bei agreed, and his son asked him to let Lao Gong and Shiao know. Coming home, Li Shi told Ying Tao that Xiao Bei had invited her to move in together, and she had agreed, so she needed to pack her things. Ying Tao teased that she now looked no different from a silly girl falling in love for the first time. She also said she had a little situation recently, but it wasn't stable yet, so she would introduce him later when things were certain. Then Ying Tao asked how Li Shi planned to handle her past. She sighed softly, saying maybe the only way left was to take the initiative and confess first. Xiao Bei was still busy with work, so Li Shi sat and waited for him in the store. Lao Gong also came. Xiao Bei told him about the son inviting them for dinner. Lao Gong was suspicious, not knowing if the son was pretending to treat them to borrow money like last time. Xiao Bei shook his head, saying probably not, because the restaurant the son picked today was quite expensive. Lao Gong dropped by Li Shi's coffee shop for a drink. She asked how he was doing lately, and he replied that everything was fine. Li Shi handed him a card, saying he wouldn't need to pay when coming to the shop from now on. Lao Gong told her about the idea for a new story he was writing, and after hearing it, Li Shi found it quite interesting and even added a few suggestions. At the studio, Shiao was sitting and writing music when a small dog ran over. He happily pet it, but said he still had to find its owner. At this moment, Yu appeared and smiled, saying it was a gift she'd bought for him. Shiao was extremely surprised because she had always been against getting a dog before. Before they got married, he once said he would definitely get one in the future, but he used the excuse that his job wasn't stable and they didn't have time to take care of it, so she never agreed. Shiao was upset, reminding her that it was something they had agreed on. Yu bitterly replied that before getting married, they also promised to travel and go to the movies. Yet up until now, nothing had been done. She didn't want to live such a hard life either, but if he didn't try hard, what was she supposed to do? Shiao lost his temper and said he was poor and incompetent, and asked if it would have been better if she had stayed with Dehua back then. Hearing that, Yu burst into tears. Seeing that, Shiao hurriedly apologized, promising to work hard to make money and not hang out with his bad friends anymore. The two went to buy dog food together. Shiao seemed very familiar with the store owner. Yu asked why he was so close to them, and Shiao forced a smile, saying he often dropped by there to play with the dogs. Right then, Xiao Bei called to tell him that the son was treating everyone to dinner tonight. Shiao hesitated, saying tonight might not be convenient. He told him to just go, then said she was also free and wanted to tag along. Shiao had no choice but to agree. Meanwhile, Wan had arrived first. Today, it was on her way to take her dog to get groomed, so she brought along. Shiao kept making excuses to go outside, saying he was going to buy cigarettes, then secretly recorded Yu's voice and sent it to Wan. After hearing it, Wan immediately understood the situation and texted back that she had something to do, so she was leaving early. At least she didn't understand what was going on, but Xiao Bei guessed it. Shiao was probably bringing his wife. Lao Gong stopped Wan, saying based on the rule of first come, first served, since she was already here, she shouldn't leave. Wan gave a bitter smile, saying every time they followed the first come rule, she was still the loser. Li Shi suddenly felt heavy-hearted. In the past, she always helped girls see the truth clearly. Yet today, she was standing on the side of hiding it. It turned out that a person's stance could also be controlled by emotions. Shiao and Yu arrived. Yu happily greeted everyone and asked about Li Shi and Wan. Xiao Bei introduced Li Shi as his girlfriend. When Yu asked about Wan, Lao Gong dropped a teasing remark that she was her husband's lover. Shiao immediately got agitated, but Yu just laughed, saying Lao Gong liked to joke around. So why was he so tense? Lao Gong then said Wan already had a boyfriend, and actually everyone saw that he was a good guy. But what could they do? Because she liked him. Yu smiled and said when there was a chance, Wan should bring her boyfriend over, and they would treat them to dinner. Wan's South dog was sticking close to Shiao. Yu looked at that scene and said now that they had a dog at home, he didn't need to play with dogs outside anymore. Yu turned to ask Xiao Bei and Li Shi if they had plans to get married. Xiao Bei said he wasn't in a hurry and wanted to let his future wife understand him better first. The son also announced that he was no longer single, and his girlfriend said she would prepare carefully before coming to meet everyone. Xiao Bei thought that the son had never been in love before, so taking the time to learn more about each other was a good thing. Li Shi then said, if it's a first love and you have to wait until you have experience to dare to love, are you supposed to wait until you become a pro later to give it your all? She also shared that Xiao Bei liked eating cilantro. Even though she didn't like it herself, for him, she wanted to try learning to eat it. Lao Gong laughed, saying Xiao Bei had little experience in the dating field, so he didn't understand. As for Xiao Bei at home, he was busy choosing a dress, doing makeup, and getting fully prepared for tonight's gathering. After eating, the whole group went to sing karaoke together. The son was the one to open the show. Li Shi complimented him on singing pretty well. The son laughed and said he only knew this one song because his girlfriend really liked it, so he listened to it so much that he got used to it. Lao Gong turned and told Li Shi and Xiao Bei to sing a song too. Xiao Bei shyly said he didn't know how to sing very well, and finding a duet was hard. Lao Gong then helped pick a song. Coincidentally, it was the song Xiao Bei used to sing with his ex-girlfriend. Right at that moment, someone called Xiao Bei. He looked at the screen and hung up. Li Shi also got a call, but didn't pick up. Xiao Bei said he was stepping out to use the restroom for a bit, and Li Shi followed him. Outside, Li Shi called Sister Guan. She asked if she had thought it through clearly, and if she really didn't want help anymore. Li Shi said it wasn't convenient for her right now. Sister Guan didn't force it, just told her to bring her boyfriend over to meet up when she had free time. Li Shi agreed. Right then, someone nearby said the bar's address to their friend, and Sister Guan happened to hear it. In the karaoke room, Xiao Bei also called the other person back, saying he would go find them later and even bring the crawfish that she liked to eat. When he came back, unexpectedly, Li Shi was standing there waiting, and she straightforwardly asked to break up. Xiao Bei was stunned, not understanding why she was so sudden. Lao Gong and the others stepped out at this time, laughing and saying it was just a loser has to do it for real dare in a game, and they didn't expect Li Shi to act so well that they almost believed it was real. After that, the whole group continued to play the game. The winner had the right to ask the loser one question. The topic revolved around love and marriage. You said getting married had to be very careful. If there was a good outcome, it would be too late to regret. The son's girlfriend still hadn't arrived. He said he just got a text saying she had an unexpected issue, and she would find another chance to meet everyone next time. The call from earlier came to Xiao Bei again. Li Shi accidentally saw the caller ID, and it felt like a girl's name. She didn't know if it was his ex-girlfriend or someone else. Lao Gong won the game, and according to the rules, he had to kiss Li Shi. Xiao Bei immediately pulled her away, not agreeing to it. Right then, a man walked in, asking Li Shi why she suddenly disappeared, saying he had been looking for her for a long time. Li Shi stated firmly that she didn't know him. The man also brought a few friends along. The two sides exchanged words, then got into a scuffle, and even fought. After that, Xiao Bei took Li Shi home, explaining that they hadn't played that game in a long time, and seeing that she was a newbie, they just teased her a bit, telling her not to mind it. Lao Gong went to drink milk tea with Luan Luan. She said there was something off about the man from earlier. When the cops came, he said he was drunk and mistook her for someone else, and Li Shi also signed the settlement paper very quickly. Lao Gong thought it probably wasn't anything serious. Luan Luan asked Lao Gong straight up if he liked Li Shi, then played the street interview video from before for him to see. Lao Gong helplessly admitted that Li Shi was exactly Jiang Fan from before. He said the person he liked was the image of Li Shi in his imagination. He wasn't greedy for more, and that was enough. As for you and Xiao, on the way home, you said they should start over from the beginning, just like the day Xiao chased her. Xiao agreed. Years ago, when Xiao confessed his feelings, you was worried because she was much older than him, afraid that he would get bored of her later. But Xiao affirmed that feelings had nothing to do with age. The son later went to Xiao Bei to borrow money. Xiao Bei agreed without hesitation. The son said he wanted to borrow 300,000 yuan, and Xiao Bei told him to send his account number, and he would transfer it tomorrow. Luan Luan then expressed her opinion. If her best friend and her ex-boyfriend got together, as long as they were truly happy, she would fully support them, because being in love is naturally very beautiful. Lao Gong gave a bitter smile, saying he wasn't her best friend, and Xiao Bei wasn't either. After getting home, Li Shi called Guan Jie, asking straight up if those guys from earlier were set up by her. Guan Jie denied it, saying Xiao Shi had misunderstood. Xiao Shi held her phone, intending to call Xiao Bei, but hesitated. She didn't know if she should tell him everything. Thinking carefully, she realized she didn't truly understand Xiao Bei either. Just now he even took a phone call, and she didn't know who he was going to meet right now. In the end, Xiao Shi decided that before making things clear, she would temporarily not say anything to Xiao Bei. After that, Xiao Shi called Guan Jie again, making a plan to meet tonight to talk things out clearly. At the same time, she also called Lao Gong, saying she needed him to help with something. Lao Gong came immediately. Meanwhile, Ming Ming came to find his son. The son wanted to be more intimate, but Ming Ming pushed him away, feeling that everything was moving too fast. The son thought she still hadn't forgotten her ex, which was why she wasn't being genuine with him. Ming Ming said today was only the first day they were officially together. She didn't want to fight over this. Lao Gong went to meet Xiao Shi. She wanted to know about Xiao Bei's ex-girlfriend, but Lao Gong said he wasn't very sure either. Xiao Shi told him about the situation involving Guan Jie, asking him to pretend to be Xiao Bei and go meet Guan Jie with her. Lao Gong said confidently that he understood Xiao Bei very well, and there definitely wouldn't be any problems. When they met Guan Jie, she brought up things from Xiao Shi's past, then asked if Lao Gong knew about it. Lao Gong calmly replied that Xiao Shi had already told him everything, and he didn't mind at all, because what he cared about was the present. Guan Jie asked about Lao Gong's job, and he replied that he worked in authentication. Meanwhile, Xiao Bei brought crawfish and went to look for Mao, and Mao happily showed off that she just rented a new place. She originally planned to wait a bit longer before saying anything, but couldn't hold it in, so she broke the news to Xiao Bei. Xiao Bei asked in surprise, didn't she study law, so why was she working as an entertainment reporter now? And Mao said because she wanted to interview her favorite idol. She was doing a job she liked. Guan Jie showed Xiao Shi some photos, saying she had to criticize her, asking how many boyfriends she had actually dated. Xiao Shi asked Lao Gong to step outside first, so she and Guan Jie could talk in private. Guan Jie, regretfully, said the two of them worked very well together before. So why didn't she want to continue anymore? Xiao Shi replied that Guan Jie didn't need to make things hard for her. If she wanted to say something to her boyfriend, just say it directly, and she would pass the message. Meanwhile, Mao brought up the time they studied abroad together. Xiao Bei admitted his mental state wasn't good back then, and Mao and her boyfriend had helped him a lot. And Mao confessed that the person she always liked was actually Xiao Bei. But at that time, her ex-boyfriend confessed first, so she agreed to date him. It's just that she was always worried Xiao Bei would be mad. Xiao Bei quickly told her to stop talking. After that, Lao Gong told Xiao Shi about Xiao Bei's ex-girlfriend. Xiao Bei was naturally very smart. Since college, he had run small businesses and made quite a bit of money. But also at that time, he was scammed in the luxury goods industry and lost all his capital. His ex-girlfriend was quite practical, and because of this, she left him. After that, Xiao Bei went abroad to study authentication, then returned to the country to open his own authentication company. Hearing that, Xiao Shi was very hesitant, not knowing if she should tell Xiao Bei about her past. When Xiao Shi and Xiao Bei met, she was just about to speak up when Guan Jie showed up, saying she had something to see her about. Xiao Bei told Xiao Shi about Mao, saying that when they were abroad, she and her boyfriend helped him a lot, and he would find a chance to introduce them later. As for his son, after borrowing the money, he took over the lease of shop so Ming Ming could open a store there. In the end, Guan Jie said that she had turned down other jobs, but she had a biological younger sister and wanted Xiao Shi to go meet her once this afternoon. Li Shi went to the hospital to see Guan Jie's younger sister. The girl said the doctor informed her that her time was running out. She wanted to break up with her boyfriend so he could move on from her, but he absolutely refused. Therefore, she hoped Xiao Shi would help test him. If he could fall in love with someone else, she would find peace in wishing him happiness. And if he didn't waver, she would use her remaining time to be with him fully. Hearing this, Xiao Shi agreed immediately. She thought that others came to her to make demands, while this girl was making a sacrifice and giving. So she was willing to help. As Xiao Shi was about to leave, she bumped into Lao Gong coming to the hospital. She told him what just happened. Lao Gong said he would go with her, because if anything happened, having someone by her side was still better. Xiao Shi agreed. Meanwhile, Ying Tao and Zai Yin went out to eat together. Zai Yin unexpectedly confessed his feelings to Ying Tao. She thought Zai Yin was too young, and she couldn't be with him. Zai Yin argued that age didn't mean anything, asking if it was because of her previous failed marriage that she didn't dare to accept him, but he wasn't like that other guy. After that, Xiao Shi arrived, and Ying Tao left with her first. Xiao Shi went to buy clothes. Ying Tao asked her why she started taking jobs again, and how she was going to explain this to Xiao Bei. She said she just wanted to help that girl, and as for Xiao Bei, she would deal with it later. Ying Tao mentioned Lao Bai, saying that if she could do it over, she would still choose to be with him. They used to have some really beautiful times. When she saw Lao Bai with another woman, she was truly heartbroken, but she couldn't deny the good memories from before either. Zai Yin asked Ying Tao to meet up again. Xiao Shi realized Ying Tao also had feelings for him, so she urged her to go right away. Ying Tao left first. Xiao Shi booked a consultation with Dr. Lin. She told him about testing people in the past and said she was currently having relationship troubles. Right then, Xiao Bei arrived, completely surprising Lao Gong. Xiao Bei opened up about Xiao Shi, saying he wanted to propose to her, but felt Xiao Shi was a very independent person and didn't know if she would accept it or not. Lao Gong thought he had it all wrong. In the past, Xiao Shi was always strong and independent because she had no one to rely on. When she was with Xiao Bei, she actually trusted and relied on him a lot. Lao Gong also asked if the other person had some sort of past, would he be able to accept it? Xiao Bei replied that he didn't care what others thought. As long as he was clear with himself, it was fine. Dr. Lin said he had another appointment after this. He was very interested in the story Xiao Shi told, because he had never encountered a similar case before. The two could find another time to discuss it in more detail. Xiao Shi felt uncomfortable talking here, and suggested they go watch a movie together, and after it was done, they would continue talking. Dr. Lin agreed. Lao Gong knew Xiao Shi was about to come out, so he quickly pulled Xiao Bei away. Meanwhile, Ashio made the double-cooked pork that you like to eat and brought it to her. You said her lifestyle had been irregular lately, and her stomach was bad, so she couldn't eat such greasy food anymore. Ashio was awkward, not knowing what she liked to eat now. US mom came, saying she ran into Da Hua today, and he even pitched a financial investment product to her. She looked very dissatisfied with the Shiao, scolding him for not knowing you had stomach pains, yet still letting her eat these things. You stood up for Shiao, saying it was because she craved it that she wanted to eat it. Seeing that, Dehua excused himself to leave first. After that, Xiaoxi told Guanjie's younger sister about today's meeting. The girl reminded her that the guy was a therapist, telling Xiaoxi to be careful not to get manipulated instead. Xiaoxi said she would be careful, and if anything happened she would report back later. Xiao left first. Yu's mom showed disdain for those dishes, telling Yu to eat the porridge she brought. Yu asked Li Shi to hang out, asking if she was close with Xiao and his friend group. Li Shi replied that she wasn't very close. They had just met a few times. Yu nodded, saying she thought so too. A group of people who stick together for a long time easily get assimilated and gradually become like each other, but Li Shi wasn't like that. After that, Yu told her about the conflicts between her and Xiao, from work issues and the pressure of making a living to the changes in him recently. Meanwhile, Shiao Bay was eating with Xiao and Lao Gong. Shiao Bay said he planned to propose to Li Shi and wanted to ask if anyone had any ideas. Xiao congratulated him, but Lao Gong immediately made a sarcastic comment that a terrible guy like Xiao had no right to say those words. Xiao turned to ask Shiao Bay if he remembered when was the last time he went to the movies. Shiao Bay replied it was last weekend. Xiao gave a bitter smile, saying the last time he and Yu went to the movies together was 5 years ago. Back then, Xiao agreed to sing for a friend at a wedding, but Yu was very dissatisfied, thinking it was just a group of useless friends using him. The two fought fiercely over this. Later on, Yu opened her own company and told Xiao to come help. Even though he came, the tension was still simmering. Xiao didn't want to follow pre-made designs. He had his own ideas, but his products weren't accepted by the market. Yu got angry, thinking if they couldn't sell anything, they wouldn't even have rent money for next month, and she didn't want to live struggling like that forever. Xiao admitted you already knew about him and Wan. Shiao Bay asked what he planned to do next. At the same time, Yu told Li Shi that she was a smart person and definitely understood she didn't come to complain. She already knew Xiao was cheating. Li Shi asked in surprise how she knew. Yu calmly replied that if a man suddenly started grooming himself and she still didn't notice, wouldn't that make her too slow? Lao Gong thought chasing someone you love is a good thing. But Shiao Bei said they also shared some responsibility in this matter, because Xiao and Wan were both their friends. Initially, he thought they should let the two figure it out themselves, but now that you knew, Xiao had to take responsibility and give both women a clear explanation. Xiao kept saying he had sacrificed a lot, but did you never make sacrifices? Hearing that, Xiao also admitted Shiao Bei was right. Li Shi asked you what she wanted her to do. You said only she could help, and that hopefully she could help them get together. After that, Li Shi asked Wan to meet up. Wan was worried, afraid that because of this, Li Shi wouldn't want to be friends with her anymore. Li Shi assured her that wouldn't happen. Wan said between her and Xiao, they had never crossed the line. Compared to love, it felt more like admiration. She also brought up the thing with Jiang Fan, saying she would keep it a secret. Li Shi told her she trusted her. The Sun and Ming's store opened, and Shiao Bei and everyone came to congratulate them. Shiao Bei reminded Ming that the Sun had done a lot for her, and told her not to let him down. Ming asked what if one day the Sun dumped her, and Shiao Bei stayed silent. She laughed, saying sure enough, he only cared about the people he liked. But that was fine too. Being his friend must be very happy. As for the money the Sun borrowed, consider it her borrowing it, and she would pay it back herself. Shiao Bei said it wasn't about the money. The store also offered an artistic photo shoot service. Xiao and Wan took a set together, acting extremely intimate. Li Shi was the one taking pictures for them, feeling torn inside about whether she should send those photos to you or not. Seeing this, Shiao Bei advised her not to send them. Right then, Lao Gong walked in, saying things outside were ready, and invited them out to take pictures. Shiao Bei and Li Shi changed clothes and took quite a few photos. Finally, Li Shi met Dr. Lin at the movie theater. Dr. Lin bought popcorn, and the two went into the theater to watch a movie together. Li Shi and Dr. Lin went into the theater to watch a romance movie together. The love story on screen made Li Shi subconsciously think about the relationship between her and Shiao Bei. She thought she should send the photos of Xiao and Wan to you, so you would have the right to choose her own path. But Shiao Bei thought not everyone's past could be brought into the light, and sometimes it was better to leave people with a little secret. Because of this, the two had different views, and neither would back down. After that, Shiao Bei took out a ring to propose to Li Shi. She said emotionally that she really wanted to nod, but couldn't agree right now. Shiao Bei asked for the reason, and Li Shi replied that he still didn't truly understand her. Shiao Bei accepted giving her time, wanting to find a way to understand each other better together with her. Li Shi suggested he help her move tomorrow, and she would move in with him. After watching the movie, Li Shi and Dr. Lin walked and talked about relationships. Dr. Lin thought Li Shi had met quite a few men who betrayed her, which was why she lost faith in love now. Li Shi said she only hoped to meet someone she could trust. She asked Dr. Lin if he was a good guy. He laughed, saying if he answered no, what right would he have to counsel her? But what should he do to prove he was a good guy? Li Shi then proposed a test. Dr. Lin was ready to play along, only asking how long the test would last. She said 1 week was enough, they would meet once a day, and she would decide the time and place. He agreed. The next day, Shiao Bay came to help Li Shi move and accidentally saw a lot of wigs in her closet. Li Shi laughed and explained those were things she bought back when she had a rebellious style. Shiao Bay's car had been used for a long time, and he said if he didn't do regular maintenance, it would easily break down. Li Shi told him to just drive her car, but Shiao Bay said he was used to his old car. The two got back to Shiao Bay's house and cooked together, the vibe as warm as a real couple. During the test, Li Shi and Dr. Lin went to play pool together. Lao Gong was already there beforehand. Li Shi suggested they have a match, and the winner would decide the location for the next meeting. Dr. Lin suggested modifying the rules. The winner would decide the location of the final meeting during the test week. Li Shi agreed. The result was Dr. Lin winning, but he said he hadn't thought of a location yet and would figure out when the time came. He went outside to answer a phone call, and Li Shi also got a call and had to leave early. After that, Li Shi gave Dr. Lin a watch as a gift. He said this was just a test, and he couldn't accept gifts. Li Shi said she didn't like being rejected when giving gifts, so he had to let her pick another item as a replacement. Stepping outside, Li Shi ran into Lao Gong. He complained that he didn't even have a watch yet. Li Shi told him to stop following her, but Lao Gong said if he wasn't there, what if something happened to her? He wanted to protect her and bring her back safely to Shiao Bay. Li Shi talked about how yesterday Shiao Bay painted a picture for her as a gift. Lao Gong asked to see it, saying he could look at the colors to guess what kind of person Li Shi was in Shiao Bay's heart. As soon as he saw the painting, he burst out laughing. Li Shi said a man who was willing to do something he was good at for her proved that he loved her very much. She also mentioned that the drawing board was actually an old item Lao Gong had given Shiao Bay, and hearing that made him even more annoyed. Yesterday, Shiao Bei got a message wanting Li Shi to meet in Mao in 2 days. She agreed, and Mao was on the phone, saying she went to a photo shoot, but the angles weren't good. All the photos didn't show the face clearly, so she would go reshoot. While out working, and Mao saw Li Shi and Lao Gong, thinking they were a sweet couple. Li Shi also saw her, so she intentionally pretended to be a foreigner, asking Mao to help take a few photos and even asked for the link to buy her clothes. Taking that chance, she told Lao Gong to ask for Mao's contact info. You want to see a Shiao? Saying a friend gave her 2 theater tickets, so she invited him to go watch it together. A Shiao realized it was a play Luan was acting in, so he suggested they go watch a movie instead to be more comfortable. But you said she only wanted to watch the play and asked if he didn't want to go with her. A Shiao had to reluctantly tag along. When they got to the theater, you saw Luan on stage and said they should go say hi later. A Shiao thought they shouldn't bother her, but you said it was just saying hi. How could that be considered bothering her? At this moment, A Shiao remembered the first time he met Luan. Back then, he and Lao Gong went to watch a play she acted in. Lao Gong took the initiative to strike up a conversation, saying a Shiao wanted to get Luan's contact info. Luan agreed, and when Lao Gong said he wanted to be friends too, she ignored him and only added a Shiao's contact. After the show ended, Luan went backstage to take off her makeup. The male lead actor who acted with her brought flowers to give her, while the others all found excuses to leave. Luan said those were flowers the audience gave him, so why pass them to her? The actor asked if she was free tonight, wanting to invite her out to eat to celebrate. Right then you and a Shiao came to say hi. You asked if she was interrupting them. The actor said he would wait for Luan downstairs. You looked at the stage costumes here and said if she were an actress, playing different roles every day, a Shiao would probably find it more interesting and refreshing. A Shiao said he was going outside to smoke. Luan accidentally grabbed the wrong makeup remover, and you reminded her that if she used the wrong one, it wouldn't clean it off. When Luan went downstairs, that actor kept pestering her. A Shiao had called Lao Gong over earlier, so Luan immediately said Lao Gong was her boyfriend. Lao Gong instantly took Luan away. Meanwhile, Mao went to meet Shiao Bay. Shiao Bay reminded her not to forget their plan tomorrow. Mao curiously asked what exactly was so special about Shiao Bay's girlfriend that he had to choose her. Shiao Bay said that on their first date, she gave him a bouquet of flowers. She said that day a customer came to her flower shop and said he had never received flowers, but actually men also hope to get flowers sometimes. Hearing that, and Mao said there was nothing, she could also give him flowers. But Shiao Bay said the feeling wasn't the same. You took out the necklace a Shiao once gave her, saying the unicorn symbolized absolute loyalty, then told him to play that old song for her again. A Shiao remembered how Luan once gave him feedback to edit that song. After hearing it, Yu asked why it wasn't T the original melody. Shiao said it had been too long, and he couldn't T remember the original melody anymore. Meanwhile, Lao Gong and Luan Luan went out to eat together. Luan Luan said the two of them had already broken up. Lao Gong thought catching feelings for someone wasn't T wrong, but the other person was already married. Luan Luan replied that Lao Gong had no right to say that to her. If she said she wanted to be with him, would he reject her? Lao Gong called Shiao Bay, but Shiao Bay was busy, so he only said a few words and hung up. Lao Gong remembered the last time he met Li Shi. Back then she kept bringing up Shiao Bay. He thought Li Shi didn't T come back because she was afraid he wouldn't T keep his promise, and constantly mentioning Shiao Bay was just to ease her guilt for betraying him. After that, Lao Gong went drinking, bumped into Mao, so the two sat down to talk. The next day, Shiao Bei and everyone met up. When Mao and Li Shi saw each other, both were extremely surprised. Li Shi explained that back then she pretended to be a foreigner to help Lao Gong strike up a conversation. Shiao Bei said Lao Gong had always been that type of guy. And Mao said she wanted to eat the pork floss bun at the stall next door, so she asked Shiao Bei to go buy it for her. Shiao Bei asked Li Shi what she wanted to eat, and she said just buying a Laupa pastry was fine. While Shiao Bei went to buy things, and Mao asked Li Shi if she knew about Shiao Bei's situation in the UK. Back then, and Mao had just agreed to date her boyfriend, and unexpectedly Shiao Bei moved to live right nearby. Ming Ming had already set up a wedding photo shoot for a couple, but unexpectedly, the photographer's family had an emergency, so he couldn't make it in time. Ming Ming quickly asked someone to call other photographers to see if anyone could fill in, but that day happened to be the weekend, and everyone's schedule was full, so no one could come. The engaged couple immediately got angry, made a scene, demanded Ming Ming to pay for damages, and even threatened to blow things out of proportion. Right then, Luan showed up, saying he could help take the photos. At first, the couple wasn't happy, but when Luan took out his business card, they found out he was a photographer for a very famous photography company, which was the exact place they had wanted to go to for photos before, but had to pass because the price was too high. Seeing that, the two immediately agreed. Ming Ming asked Luan why he came here, and Luan said his receptionist called to ask for help, so he came to assist. Meanwhile, Mao asked Li Shi about the relationship between her and Lao Gong. Li Shi said Lao Gong was just a normal friend. And Mao said if she was being this straightforward, did she plan to tell Shiao Bei about it? Li Shi thought this didn't matter, it was just something casually brought up. And Mao then asked Li Shi if she knew about Shiao Bei's situation when he was abroad, because at night, he even came to her room to help her study. Meanwhile, Luan asked Ming Ming if the two of them still had a chance to get back together. Ming Ming refused, saying that if she needed someone to love during her youth, that person just happened to be him. The two of them had broken up and gotten back together too many times. She always thought she was very important to him, but that didn't stop him from looking for other women either. Now, she already had someone she loved. Li Shi asked Shiao Bei why he wanted to go abroad to study authentication before. Shiao Bei said that when he first started the handbag business, he made a good amount of money, but then he imported a batch of fake goods. So he took such a heavy loss that he almost lost everything. That was why he went abroad to learn how to authenticate real and fake goods. Li Shi asked if one day he was forced to cut ties with one of two people, her or Mao, who would he choose? Shiao Bei didn't hesitate to say he would definitely choose Mao. At this time, Yui came to look for Shiao Bei, making Li Shi jump. She quickly said that Yui came to go look at a space to open a coffee shop with her. Yui said she was getting married soon, and sometimes wondered what things would be like now if she hadn't asked Li Shi for help before. Li Shi thought that thinking about those things didn't make any sense anyway. Yui then said Lao Gong seemed to still not be able to forget Li Shi, but Li Shi replied that the person he couldn't forget was Yi Fan, not her. Yui brought up Shiao Bei's ex-girlfriend. Li Shi said she already knew because Shiao Bei had told her. Yui said Shiao Bei's store still used his ex-girlfriend's name. He rarely mentioned that before, but it looked like he was able to let it go now. Yui also said she had never spoken out about her past before and wouldn't say anything in the future either, making Li Shi very grateful. After that, Li Shi met Ying Tao. Ying Tao said Zhe Yin's ex-girlfriend found her social media account and sent messages telling her about the whole time the two of them used to be in love. Li Shi also mentioned Shiao Bei's ex-girlfriend, saying that she herself also had things she hadn't said, so she didn't dare to ask more. Zhe Yin came to look for Ying Tao. Li Shi said she didn't drive, so she asked him to give her a ride home on their way. Right then, Shiao Bei arrived. Seeing Li Shi and Ying Tao together, he suddenly remembered the past incident involving the cleaner. Luan took Ming Ming home and was seen by the Senator. Ming Ming tried to explain to him, but his son couldn't accept it, thinking there were still feelings between her and Luan. Right then, a customer called the son, so he had to leave to handle work first. When Shiao Bei got back, Li Shi took out a bottle of wine and suggested the two play a game of truth. They would take turns asking each other questions, and if they couldn't answer, they had to drink a glass of wine. Shiao Bei agreed. He asked about the thing with Ying Tao, and Li Shi admitted that she was just testing him. When it was her turn, Li Shi asked Xiao Bei about his ex-girlfriend. Xiao Bei admitted that the Zhen Guan store was co-founded by him and Jin Jun. Back then, Zhen Jin really liked vintage bags. She thought that even after many years, the styles of these bags were not outdated at all. Each one was one of a kind. Surely many people would love them, and their value would keep going up. Unexpectedly, Xiao Bei then imported a batch of fake goods. A customer came to cause trouble, saying he took money for real bags but sold fake bags, not only demanding compensation, but also threatening to take him to court. Xiao Bei said it was exactly at that time that Zhen Jun left him. Also right at that time, he got an offer to go abroad to study luxury goods authentication, because he didn't want other people to get scammed like him anymore. He also admitted the store name was indeed named after Jin Jun. If Li Shi felt uncomfortable, he was ready to change the name right away, because everything between him and Zhen Jun was over. Li Shi said there was no need. She also wanted to live a bit freely, but she was just a normal person. Xiao Bei laughed and said actually everyone was just a normal person. Xiao Bei brought up what just happened, and Li Shi then told the little boy's story that Xiao Bei had told her before. She said she was exactly the little girl in that story. When she was young, she told that story to her mom, but her mom said she misunderstood. After that, every time her dad went on a business trip, she thought about that, not knowing what he actually went on business trips for. She also didn't know what kind of relationship the woman her dad hugged back then actually had with him. But that incident affected her very deeply. Later on, Li Shi often met terrible men who had girlfriends but flirted with her behind their backs. Because of that, she wanted to help other women see the true colors of players, so she turned that into her job. Meanwhile, the son was called over to sing and drink. Everyone introduced him to a Shiao. A Shiao said it was too loud here, so he asked him to go outside to talk. Li Shi asked Xiao Bei about that night. Xiao Bei said Mao did indeed confess her feelings to him that day, but he rejected her. Because of that, he wanted Li Shi to meet Mao once, so she would completely give up. Meanwhile, the son and a Shiao went outside to drink. A Shiao realized the son just had a fight with his girlfriend. The son was still hung up on the issue with the ex. A Shiao said that if they walked out of here and the son's girlfriend saw them, if she believed there was nothing between them, then there really was nothing. But if she thought they had something going on, the son wouldn't be able to explain it clearly either. A Shiao also said she was about to quit her job and leave this place. The son asked if she was coming back, and she said she didn't know either. Actually, a Shiao had met the son before. That day, the boss told her to go offer drinks to the customers, and his son helped drink for her. But his son didn't remember that at all. Li Shi said that both of them needed time to calm down, then she packed her things and left. Xiao Bei chased after her and saw that she had started crying at some point. The son came back and told Ming about tonight. He honestly said that for a moment he caught feelings, but it was exactly that which made him understand even more clearly that he wanted to be with Ming. Ming felt that the person the son met today seemed very important, because in just one night he changed so much. She asked if the two of them could end this fight. Xiao Bei called Mao, saying that day he only stayed at her house for less than half an hour, yet the security guard charged him a lot for parking. Mao didn't see what the big deal was. But Xiao Bei said that when he left, her food delivery had just arrived, telling her to check the delivery time again. When Mao checked, she found out that Xiao Bei was indeed there for less than half an hour. And Mao thought he called to talk about the parking fee, so she said she would transfer the money back to him. But right at that moment, Xiao Bei took out a ring, got on one knee, and proposed to Li Shi. Li Shi was moved and said yes to his proposal. A Shiao and Yu went out together. They went back to the bridge they had visited before. Yu said this place seemed different from before, while Shiao thought the bridge was still just the old bridge. After that, the two went back to the bar they used to visit. Back then, Shiao still sang here. Yu's mom was always very strict with her, so only when she went out with Dehua did she have a little time to escape the control. Dehua knew that clearly, but didn't mind at all. He just hoped Yu could live true to her real self. At that time, Shiao was singing on stage a song called Unicorn, and he said this song was dedicated to the girl he liked. Dehua saw Yu keeping her eyes on the band, so he asked if she liked this band. Yu said she liked them, but didn't necessarily like them. Dehua was surprised, asking how she didn't even know if she liked it or not. After finishing singing, Shiao pulled Yu away to leave. He asked why he couldn't reach her these past few days, and if she had been with that other man the whole time. Yu was still wearing the unicorn necklace Shiao gave her, saying she just wanted to think about whether she should say yes to him or not. When bringing up how Shiao used to sing for her before, Shiao then said he was too childish back then. The two went to drink milk tea. Shiao ordered 2 iced milk teas, but Yu couldn't drink cold drinks anymore, so she changed to hot tea. Yu said maybe when they were deeply in love, they didn't see many things clearly, just thinking that as long as they had love, they could face all hardships in the future. Shiao booked the homestay they used to stay at together, the place where Yu once praised the scenery for being very beautiful. But this time the room didn't have AC. Shiao said he didn't expect it to be like that either. Yu asked why he didn't check carefully when booking the room. Shiao said they were still able to stay there before without AC. Yu replied that it was a different season before, and now it was another season, then told him to go ask the receptionist to clear things up. Shiao came back and said the receptionist had clearly stated on the booking details page that the room didn't have AC. It was just that they didn't notice, so the hotel couldn't refund them. Yu didn't want to put up with it here, so she booked another hotel and left with Shiao. While packing, Yu realized her skincare serum was gone. She must have left it at the old homestay. She asked why Shiao didn't help check when they were packing, and Shiao said he thought she had packed it herself. Yu told him to go back and find it immediately. Shiao went back to the old room, even digging through the trash can outside, but still couldn't find it. Actually, Shiao had prepared a proposal ring. When walking past the bridge from earlier, he threw the ring into the river. Luan sent a lot of texts to Shiao, saying they had a show tomorrow, so he should just take you out to have fun. Yu then texted Luan, saying she wanted to meet her. Dehua called Yu, and the two met up. Dehua noticed Yu's mood wasn't good. Yu admitted she still loved Shiao very much, but didn't understand why their relationship turned out like this. At that time, Yu got a phone call saying Shiao fell into the water, so she immediately ran over. It turned out Shiao had jumped into the river to retrieve the ring. Luckily, he was fine now. Yu finally breathed a sigh of relief then. After that, Shiao met Luan and said the two of them should end things here. Luan didn't say anything else. Dehua, standing nearby, took a picture of this scene, then asked Shiao why he did that. He said Yu had the right to know about this, but told Shiao to rest assured he wouldn't show the picture to Yu for now. Meanwhile, Shiao Bay took Xiaoxi out. Xiaoxi brought up Luan, giving her play tickets. She said she didn't send that picture to Yu. She understood Shiao Bay's feeling of wanting to protect his friends, but she herself really couldn't stand it when seeing Shiao and Luan together. After that, Xiaoxi texted Dr. Lin, saying they couldn't meet today anymore. Li she went to find Sister Guan and said they couldn't keep doing this anymore. She felt Dr. Lin was just curious about her past experiences and didn't really care about who she was. If one day Dr. Lin found out they had lied to him like this, who knew how things would turn out? Sister Guan then advised Li Shi to help one last time, considering it as doing one final thing for her dying younger sister. After Li Shi left, and Mao came to see Sister Guan. Sister Guan asked if she had brought the things she needed. While Shiao Bei was packing his things, he suddenly remembered the past between him and Zhen. Back then, Shiao Bei got into trouble and had to pay a huge amount of compensation. Zhen brought back some money, saying it was money she got from her ex-boyfriend. Shiao Bei didn't want to accept this money because he thought there were still other ways to solve it. Zhen explained that she just went out to hang out with her ex-boyfriend and nothing happened between the two of them. But Shiao Bei still couldn't accept it, and in the end, Zhen took the initiative to ask for a breakup. After Yu and Shiao got home, they found that the dog in the house had made a total mess of everything. Shiao was very upset, while Yu said since they had a dog, this kind of thing was hard to avoid. Li Shi met Cherry, and Cherry said Zhe Yan's ex-girlfriend went to his house last night. Li Shi asked how she knew about that. Cherry said Zhe Yan's ex-girlfriend posted a picture online, which was taken right inside Zhe Yan's bedroom. Li Shi thought Cherry might have misunderstood. That picture could have been taken before, and the ex-girlfriend just posted it on purpose to make Cherry mad. But Cherry was certain that couldn't be the case, because in the picture there was a magazine that was just recently published. Lao Gong was also there and accidentally overheard their conversation. Cherry was very angry, thinking he was eavesdropping on their private matter. Li Shi then told the story about how she confessed everything to Shiao Bei, putting both Cherry and Lao Gong in an extremely awkward situation. Shiao Bei texted Lao Gong, saying tonight after watching the play they should go eat together, but Lao Gong didn't dare to reply to the text. Yu's mom called Yu, want to go look at cars with them. Yu said she had some things to do on her end, so she couldn't go, and told her to just go with Shiao. But Yu's mom didn't agree, thinking Shiao couldn't decide anything himself either. Hearing that, Shiao got even more depressed. Shiao remembered a time before when Yu's mom came to meet him. She offered that her family would help them buy a house, but the condition was that their future children had to take Yu's last name. Every word she said radiated looking down on Shiao, making him feel extremely uncomfortable. After that, Yu's mom also set her eyes on a car. When she heard that Yu and Shiao had a dog, she got even more dissatisfied, thinking they had time to raise a dog, but no time to have a baby. On Yu's end, the model suddenly had an issue and couldn't come to the photo shoot, so Yu had to ask Li Shi to come help. Li Shi said she already had the photos Yu asked her to take before, but she couldn't give them to her for now. Before, Yu wanted Li Shi to take intimate photos of Shiao and Luan so she could completely give up, but now she just realized the person who couldn't leave Shiao was actually her, so she wanted to start over with him. Li Shi said there was a really good play tonight, and Yu would probably like it. Hearing that, Yu suddenly remembered Shiao had said earlier that he had to go to work tonight. Shiao went to find Lao Gong to chat, saying he had decided to break up with Wan. Lao Gong asked how they would be after breaking up, and Shiao said they could still be friends. Hearing that, Lao Gong immediately said that was no different from nothing changing at all. Wan was waiting for Shiao outside the door when her dad showed up, and as soon as he arrived, he kept making phone calls. He was against Wan being with a married man. Wan then said that person was already divorced, so she didn't understand why her dad was still against it. Before, Luan had helped Ming handle an emergency, and for the job this time, he let his little mistress take the photos. But she took terrible photos, and even complained that if Luan hadn't left, things wouldn't have turned out like this. Hearing that, Luan immediately told her she didn't need to come to work anymore. After that, the son went out to eat with Ming, and while chatting, they brought up Shiao Bay. Ming felt that someone like Shiao Bay was too perfect to the point of not feeling real. She said she preferred being with Dasan. It felt comfortable and genuine. After returning home, as soon as Alun walked in, he saw his wife, Xiao Hui, open the computer, show him the photos on it, and ask how he was going to explain this. Alun acted indifferent, saying he had nothing to explain. Xiao Hui angrily said that when their wives are pregnant, other husbands stay by their side to take care of them, while he went out looking for someone else. Alun coldly replied that no matter what she wanted to do, it was meaningless anyway. At this time, Shiao Bei and everyone else also arrived. Shiao Bei asked Lao Gong why he was avoiding him. Lao Gong quickly denied it, saying he wasn't avoiding him at all. He just didn't see Shiao Bei's text. Shiao Bei suggested everyone eat dinner together tonight to talk things out clearly. The son also brought Ming and introduced her to everyone. Meanwhile, Shiao went to find Wan. Wan said that this kind of breakup ritual was actually pretty nice. She said when the stage curtain came down, there would be no relationship between them anymore, just like the first time they met. She was on stage, and Shiao was in the audience. Shiao said that standing on stage, she probably couldn't see the people below clearly anyway. Wan replied that it was good that way. She stepped forward to hug Shiao, and Shiao hugged her back. Yu came to find Wan, bringing a bouquet of flowers and wishing her a successful performance. Wan asked in surprise why Yu didn't come with Shiao. Yu said she thought Wan only invited Shiao, so Wan must be very surprised to see her show up. Wan explained that Yu had misunderstood and nothing had ever happened between her and Shiao. Yu asked if Wan meant to say their relationship was very pure. Wan calmly said that some people like someone else for the feeling of novelty and excitement, but Shiao came to her simply because he wanted to breathe a little, wanting a place to relieve stress. After that, Wan took out the song written by Shiao, asking if Yu cared what that song was written about, or if she only cared about how much money it could make. When looking at it, Yu saw the lyricist's name written on the song was Wan. Li Shi and everyone found their seats. Lao Gong didn't want to sit right next to Shiao Bei, so he intentionally left an empty seat between them, and said the number 1 seat in the middle was perfect for Shiao. The play started. The plot was about the passing of Mr. Shiao, a musician who died in his own home and was discovered by the cleaner who came to clean. Wan played a female detective, and her mission was to find out the cause of Mr. Xiao's death. The character of Mr. Xiao's wife also appeared. The married couple in the play was created to look almost exactly like the image of Yu and Shiao in real life. Another musician in the play said that Mr. Shiao was very talented, but if it weren't for his wife not letting him continue pursuing music, the chance to perform wouldn't have fallen to him. The female detective played by Wan criticized Mrs. Shiao, saying she never valued her husband's talent, always used practical ideas to force him, and she was the one who drove Mr. Shiao to lose his life. The other characters also sat together, simultaneously criticizing Mrs. Shiao. The female detective asked Mrs. Shiao if she still refused to admit her guilt. Yu completely did not expect that the arguments between Mr. Shiao and Mrs. Shiao in the play were exactly the same as what she and Shiao used to say to each other in real life. She was extremely shocked and immediately left the theater. Shiao didn't know Yu also came to watch, so he was very surprised and hurriedly chased after her. But when he ran to the parking lot, Yu had already driven away. Meanwhile, Xiao Hui posted online about Ming being a homewrecker. A few people around saw it and started gossiping, saying it must be this girl, looking so decent on the outside, yet acting as a mistress. Ming couldn't stand the stares and whispers of everyone, so she ran outside, and his son quickly chased after her. Yu also came to watch the play, making Lao Gong extremely surprised. She asked why he didn't sit in the seat next to him, and Lao Gong had to say he just didn't want to sit too close to Shiao Bei. On the way, Yu passed by Ming's store and saw an advertising poster showing Shiao and Wan kissing. That scene made her unable to hold back her tears, and she burst into tears. At the end of the play, The story showed that Yu and Shiao both chose to erase this memory. But even though the memory was erased, every time they met again, they were still attracted to each other. When the show ended, Shiao Bay saw Yu, so he told Li Shi. Then the two stepped up to say hi to her. The sun chased Ming outside. Ming knew that everyone already knew her situation, so she said straight up that if the sun couldn't accept it, they could break up. Luan saw the post online and immediately demanded Xiao Hui to delete it, but Xiao Hui did not agree. Luan didn't know her computer password, so he couldn't delete it himself either. The sun then said he didn't care about that gossip. He would face everything together with Ming. Backstage, Luan was taking off her makeup when her dad came to find her. He said CEO Zhang's son really liked her, and this time he especially came to watch the play and even asked him to bring flowers for her. He advised Luan not to keep messing around with that previously married man anymore, because nothing good would come of it. When Li Shi and everyone left the theater, they also talked about the play. Both Shiao Bei and Lao Gong thought Luan's point of view in the play was too unfair to Yu, and doing that was really a bit too much. Unexpectedly, one of the guys Li Shi had tested before got back together with his ex-girlfriend. When he met Li Shi, he mocked Shiao Bei, asking if he knew what Li Shi had done in the past, then said sooner or later Shiao Bei would get cheated on. Shiao Bei immediately demanded him to apologize, while Li Shi stood nearby, trying to stop him. After that, Shiao Bei and Lao Gong talked about the past again. Lao Gong said straight up that the person he liked was Fan, and Li Shi could never become Fan. Shiao Bei asked Lao Gong why he intentionally brought up Fan the first time he brought Li Shi to meet everyone. Shiao Bei and Li Shi went home first. Yu drove up and said she would give Lao Gong a ride home. On the way, Li Shi and Shiao Bei brought up the situation with Ming and his senator. Li Shi thought it was very likely that Ming was actually the one tricked into the mistress position, because when falling in love, who would thoroughly investigate the other person's background. Shiao Bei also understood that, but he worried his son wouldn't handle this well, because many people out there didn't care what the truth was anyway. Meanwhile, the theater troupe threw a celebration party after the show. Luan went out to use the restroom, and a male co-worker followed her and locked the door. Luan asked what he wanted to do. The guy said that before the show started, he heard Luan telling that woman that there was nothing between her and Shiao. So who was the boyfriend she mentioned before? He acted disappointed, saying he didn't expect her to be that kind of person. Luan demanded that if there was anything, they should go outside to talk, but that man stepped forward to kiss her. Luan immediately pushed him away and ran outside. Shiao found Yu and wanted to explain to her that he had already broken up with Luan. But Yu didn't believe him at all. She said if the things in the play weren't told by Shiao, how could Luan know? And she even brought it on stage to humiliate her. Shiao said he truly didn't know about that. Right then Luan called, but Shiao didn't pick up. Yu told Shiao to go back to Luan. She didn't need this man anymore. The two of them could just be together. Meanwhile, Luan's dad saw her crying, so he kept advising her to break up quickly, then get with CEO Zhang's son, saying he was doing this for her own good. Luan replied that from childhood to adulthood, he never cared about her. So what was the point of saying those words now? The son's older female cousin saw the news online, so she called to ask him. The son acted annoyed, telling her not to make things more complicated. Luan went to meet Ming, hugged her, and apologized. Ming couldn't push him away. Right then the son walked out, saw that scene, and immediately rushed in to beat Luan. Xiao Hui also ran over, mocking that Ming dared to be a homewrecker but didn't dare to admit it. The two men fought fiercely. Xiao Hui was about to run over to stop them, but unexpectedly stepped on something and fell down. Xiao Hui's water broke right at that moment. The son hurriedly drove them to the hospital. Luan thanked the son, but the son said if he really wanted to say thanks, then quickly delete the post online, and as for their issues, they should solve it themselves. Meanwhile, Yu went to look for Dahua. She said Dahua used to like her before, so the two of them should be together. But Dahua realized Yu was being genuine, so he told her to just rest here for a bit, then he quietly left. In the end, Xiao Hui gave birth to a baby girl. When Luan walked out of the delivery room, Ming told him that from now on, he should become a good husband and a good father. Li Shi called her mom, saying that in a while she wanted to bring Shiao Bei home to meet the family. Li Shi's mom was extremely happy hearing that, saying they had finally waited until this day. With Li Shi's picky personality, if he made her happy, then Shiao Bei must be a very good guy. She also added that Li Shi's dad was going on a business trip right to the city where she lived, so she told the two to arrange to have a meal together. Li Shi told Shiao Bei about this, and said tomorrow night they would go eat with her dad. Hearing that, Shiao Bei instantly got very nervous. Meanwhile, Lao Gong told Yu that his comic series was about to have its copyright sold. Yu suggested the two of them drink to celebrate. While chatting, they brought up the past. Yu knew the two broke up before because Lao Gong thought she didn't trust him and even found someone to test him. Lao Gong casually said she already knew that anyway. Yuhi admitted she didn't want to do that herself either, but every time she thought about the fact that Lao Gong might be texting many other girls, she couldn't control her emotions. Lao Gong said when they first started being together, Yuhi was like an angel with wings on her back. But later on, those wings seemed to disappear and weighed heavily on him, making him feel so suffocated he couldn't breathe. Yuhi joked that if she were with Lao Gong, who knew if she could handle it. But anyway, Li Shi didn't like him. Lao Gong then said Li Shi was getting married soon. After a few glasses of wine, the vibe between them became hard to control. Lao Gong said he didn't want to hurt her again. Yuhi only then said that actually she was planning to get married. Hearing that, Lao Gong was extremely surprised. Yuhi said she still couldn't let him go, so she came back to find an answer. She wanted to know what Lao Gong's reaction would be if he knew she was getting married, and if he would feel any regret. But now she understood she was overthinking, and she also thanked him for helping her realize that. Meanwhile, the Sun's family kept texting him, demanding him to break up quickly, saying he made them lose all their face. The next morning, when Lao Gong woke up, he found himself lying next to Yuhi and immediately jumped. Yuhi said nothing happened between them. She had prepared breakfast, telling Lao Gong to eat fast, and then she would leave. Dehua took Yuhi home. Yuhi thanked him for being by her side last night. Dehua said he knew Yuhi's parents really liked him, which was why Yuhi didn't want to be with him. She was naturally a very strong-willed person who always wanted to do everything herself, and now she had achieved a lot of success too. Ashio saw Dehua bringing Yuhi home. Yuhi took out the divorce agreement and demanded Ashio sign it. Ashio didn't agree. He said Yuhi's family had always looked down on him. Every time he met them, he felt a lot of pressure, like a dog of their family, being bossed around at any time. Yuhi angrily said, did he think she wanted to work so hard starting a business? If it weren't for him just focusing on writing music all day, unable to carry the family's responsibilities, would she need to struggle this much? Ashio then argued that Yuhi making money was just to satisfy her own vanity. Yuhi said her mom had warned her she would regret her choice, and now she truly regretted it. Ashio got so angry he was about to raise his hand to hit Yuhi, but in the end just punched the wall hard. Right at that moment, Ashio got a call informing him he had to go sign a contract. He asked if Yuhi wanted to go with him. The two went to sign the contract together and then came back. On the way, they brought up the things that happened before. Back then, Yuhi's dad was sick, and Dehua helped out a lot at the hospital. Yuhi got the news and immediately rushed over. Yuhi's parents at that time were extremely dissatisfied with Ashio, thinking a family member was seriously ill, yet he didn't even come to visit, not understanding what Yuhi saw in him in the first place. Yuhi tried to defend him, telling her parents not to say that. But Yuhi's mom replied that if Ashio was truly capable, they wouldn't need to say those things. After returning home, Yuhi found out the hot water faucet wasn't working. Before that, she had reminded Ashio to go pay the gas bill, but he forgot. During that time, Wan accidentally read a song Ashio wrote and started chatting with him, showing a lot of admiration for his talent. In the end, Yuhi took the initiative to ask for a breakup. She said Ashio truly had talent and shouldn't give up on himself. It was just that right now, they didn't love each other as much as before, and didn't even love themselves as much as before either. After a moment of silence, Ashio finally agreed to that decision. Lao Gong's parents had booked a health checkup, so they came to stay at his place for a few days. They asked about Yuhi, and Lao Gong said the two had broken up a long time ago, and he had already told them before anyway. Hearing that, his dad immediately got angry, thinking Yuhi was such a good woman, yet he still wanted to break up, asking what he was actually thinking. All day long, he just stayed home drawing comics, without a proper job. Whenever others asked about their son's job, the two of them felt embarrassed, not knowing what to say. Lao Gong felt his current life was very fine, so the father and son got into a fierce argument. His dad angrily said that if he didn't bring his girlfriend home today, then he shouldn't come home for the Lunar New Year either. Lao Gong replied back that if he didn't go home, then so be it. It would be even more peaceful. His dad angrily walked away, and his mom quickly ran after him. When his son got to the company, he heard two girls standing behind gossiping about Ming Ming, saying they didn't even know how long she had been a mistress. Right then, a customer came to ask for a refund. So Ming Ming immediately handled it and gave them their money back. The son went to find her, but Ming Ming said she could handle it herself. Ying Tao talked to Li Shi about Zai Yin. Logically, she knew Zai Yin and his ex-girlfriend probably had nothing going on, otherwise that girl wouldn't have come to cause a scene like that. But emotionally, she still couldn't help but be suspicious. Her failed marriage from before still affected her, making her afraid she would turn back into that paranoid type of person, always doubting and being suspicious like before. Today was also the last time Li Shi would meet Dr. Lin. She planned to tell Shiao Bay about this after the meeting ended. Dr. Lin asked if Li Shi wanted to try hypnotherapy. He said that when people go through painful things, those memories can affect their consciousness, making them make judgments or decisions they don't actually want to. He asked if she wanted to see what exactly had been affecting her all along. Li Shi agreed, and under hypnosis, she saw a scene. In the past, her dad was holding a little girl. Li Shi's phone was turned off, and right at that moment, a call came in, startling her awake. Hearing that her dad went to look for Shiao Bay, she said she had something to do today, so she had to leave early. Dr. Lin said it was his oversight today. He should have reminded her to put the phone on silent, otherwise they could continue here tomorrow. Li Shi agreed. After that, Li Shi went to eat with everyone. Shiao Bei tried to come up with all kinds of topics to chat with Li Shi's dad. Meanwhile, Yu came back and said if there were no issues with the agreement, then just sign it. Today she only came to submit the paperwork. She would leave the car for Shiao because now he was also an artist, so he would need a car when commuting. As for the dog, she would keep it because Shiao probably didn't have time to take care of it. Shiao said he had already revised the agreement. The house was paid for with a down payment by his parents, so he wouldn't split it. As for the car, he would only keep the one he used before, and he wanted to keep the dog and would find a way to take good care of it. Hearing that, Yu also agreed. The next day, Li Shi continued the hypnotherapy. Dr. Lin told her that things from the past had created a huge amount of pressure, affecting her thoughts, making her easily make decisions she normally wouldn't, and even start doubting everything around her. Li Shi felt his words were very true. Dr. Lin also said Li Shi was the rare type of person who dared to admit their own problems. Before, many people had come for counseling, and even though he hit the nail on the head with their issues, they still argued back and didn't want to admit their mistakes. When the session ended, Li Shi suggested a goodbye hug, and Dr. Lin also agreed. Only then did she say that Xiao Mu was the one who asked her come do this test. Wanted to see if Dr. Lin would waver. She also reminded him to treat Xiao Mu well, because her illness could definitely be cured. Dr. Lin looked very surprised and asked who Xiao Mu was. Li Shi then asked if he had a picture of the person he liked. When looking at the picture, she found out the person in the picture wasn't Xiao Mu at all. Li Shi immediately called Sister Guan, asking why she did that. Sister Guan casually said she was just too curious, wanted to know how her perfect boyfriend would actually behave in that situation. And Mao went to look for Shiao Bei. At this time, Shiao Bei was preparing fresh flowers and said he had some good news today. And Mao immediately asked if he planned to go register his marriage with Li Shi. She also asked him if he really knew what kind of person Li Shi was. According to Mao's words, Li Shi had always been lying to Shiao Bei. She was the type of woman who specialized in seducing men, and right now, she was even messing around with another man. After speaking, Mao took out a few photos and handed them to Shiao Bei, telling him to take a good look. Before, Mao had always secretly cared about Shiao Bei. She had heard him talk about the situation with his ex-girlfriend. Back then, Shiao Bei was scammed out of some money and had to pay compensation, so he needed money urgently. Later on, he found out that the money was actually given to him by an ex-girlfriend who asked a man that liked her to provide it. That made it impossible for him to accept. When Mao heard the story, she also felt that the other woman was too cruel, yet pretended to help right in his time of need. But Shiao Bei said he no longer cared about those things now. After that, Mao went to find Sister Guan, wanting to ask her to test Dr. Liu, thinking Dr. Lin was just a hypocrite. Sister Guan refused, saying their job was to help vulnerable women, and they couldn't take such vague commissions. Right then, Mao got a phone call from Shiao Bei, and during the conversation, Li Shi was mentioned. Hearing that, Sister Guan changed her mind, saying she could help. She told Li Shi to go test Dr. Lin, and had Mao stand to the side to take pictures. Li Shi kept calling Shiao Bei, but he didn't pick up. When she hurriedly ran to his store, the employee said Shiao Bei had already gone out. On the desk, there was only the picture of her and Dr. Lin hugging left behind. Shiao Bei had already arrived at Dr. Lin's clinic by this time. He barged straight inside and punched Dr. Lin. When Li Shi rushed there, Shiao Bei and Dr. Lin had already been taken away by people from the police station. She immediately ran after them, and at the same time called Lao Gong, asking him to come help. Dr. Lin had called the police. The police asked Shiao Bei why he hit someone. Dr. Lin said the two of them knew each other from before, and they were just messing around. But Shiao Bei straightforwardly said he just wanted to hit him. When Li Shi and Lao Gong arrived, they couldn't go inside and could only wait for the results. A while later, Shiao Bei and Dr. Lin were released, and both sides had signed a settlement agreement. Dr. Lin saw Li Shi, and only then did he know she was Shiao Bei's girlfriend, immediately realizing they had been set up by someone else. Zhenzhen came to pick up Dr. Lin. She hesitated a bit, but in the end still didn't say hi to Shiao Bei. Li Shi took Shiao Bei home, took out the first aid kit, and helped him treat his wounds. Li Shi apologized to Shiao Bei, saying if she had told him everything from the very beginning, maybe he wouldn't have been this angry. She explained that Sister Guan was the one who tricked her, saying she had a younger sister with a terminal illness. Facing a request from someone about to pass away, she truly didn't have the heart to refuse. Shiao Bei said too many things had happened today, and he needed time to calm down. For the next few days, he would temporarily stay at the store. After that, Li Shi went to see Sister Guan to ask why she did that. Sister Guan asked if she still remembered Chengyu. In the past, Chengyu was her boyfriend. Back then, she suspected Chengyu had changed his heart, so she asked Li Shi to go test him. Li Shi used to be in Chengyu's class, so she pretended to accidentally bump into him, and the two chatted and got along really well. Chengyu said his life seemed to always be controlled by others. When someone has more money and a higher status, their desire for control also gets stronger. Li Shi suggested they change to another place to talk. Chengyu then invited her to his house. Li Shi's phone had water damage at the time, so she couldn't let Sister Guan know and had to agree to go to his house. Right when Sister Guan brought her friends home, she saw the two hugging each other. Chengyu immediately asked for a breakup. Sister Guan said the two of them had been together for 20 years, and in the end, it was ruined by Li Shi. Therefore, this time she just wanted to see what would happen when Li Shi was put in a similar situation. Li Shi also didn't expect Sister Guan to think like that. She said it was true she was at fault, and testing relationships shouldn't have existed in the first place. After returning, she took all the items related to her previous job and burned them completely. Shiao Bay called Mao over and asked for a clear explanation. Sure enough, and Mao had mentioned her name to Sister Guan, which was why Sister Guan set up this test. Shiao Bei wanted to know what happened between Li Shi and Dr. Lin when the pictures were taken. And Mao admitted that a hypnosis session did indeed take place. At that time, the window was always open, and after Li Shi fell asleep, Dr. Lin went out to the balcony to drink tea. And Mao also added that even if nothing happened this time, so what? Before this, Shiao Bei and Li Shi even went to the movies together, and who knows what happened back then. And Mao was extremely angry. Back then, probing Dr. Lin was clearly decided by both of them. Yet now that it involved Li Shi, Shiao Bei thought it was all her fault. Shiao Bei said from the very beginning they agreed this had nothing to do with romance, and he only saw Mao as a little sister. Hearing that, Mao angrily walked away. After that, Shiao Bei brought barbecue and went to find Lao Gong to drink. Lao Gong only ate a few skewers before feeling something was wrong. Suspecting Shiao Bei had put something in the food, so he got up and went to the restroom. While Shiao Bei was cleaning up the stuff, he accidentally saw Li Shi's picture showing on Lao Gong's computer screen. After that, Shiao Bei went downstairs to Li Shi's house, stood hesitating for a long time, but in the end still didn't go up. Li Shi stood upstairs and saw all of those things. Zhen took Dr. Lin to work. Dr. Lin said he didn't have any broken bones, so Zhen didn't need to take care of him like that. He said Zhen had never treated him this well before, so he was very happy. But actually Zhen only felt guilty, and that made him even sadder. And Mao called Sister Guan, saying Shiao Bei had already forgiven Li Shi, and asking if there was any other way. Sister Guan replied that the matter had nothing to do with her. Hearing that, and Mao got even angrier. Yu and Shiao went to process their divorce, and after that, the two went to the place they used to date before. Shiao was very heartbroken, thinking it was all his fault, not understanding why he lost Yu. Yu said in this marriage both of them had problems, and she advised Shiao that in the future if he loved someone, he should love them properly and not hesitate anymore. From now on, it was best they never meet again. The building staff came to find Ming Ming, saying because of her issue, not only her business was affected, but the store next door was also dragged into it, getting complaints every day, so they demanded Ming Ming move out quickly. Ming Ming didn't agree, saying she had invested over 100,000 in this store, and couldn't just close it down on a whim. But the staff still firmly demanded her to pack up and leave. An employee in the store said other photo studios were hiring, so they planned to go work there. Ming Ming had no choice but to agree. The son brought the designs to submit to his superiors, but saw them looking at Ming Ming's pictures. He angrily argued with them and then announced he wanted to quit. Shiao was packing his things, getting ready to move out when Yu's mom arrived. She said they were finally divorced, and these things were all bad luck, telling people to take them all away to buy new stuff for Yu. After that, Shiao went to find Lao Gong, and Lao Gong seemed to have predicted everything, so he wasn't surprised at all. When Lao Gong went home and saw the dog had made a mess all over the house, he was extremely depressed. The son didn't tell Ming Ming that he had quit his job. The son's family called to scold him, asking why he quit and blaming it all on Ming Ming. Ming Ming also heard these words. Everyone gathered to drink together. The son brought up his situation, and Lao Gong said if he wanted to be with Ming Ming, that was his business. What did it have to do with anyone else? Shiao was still very heartbroken, saying he could even lose his life for Yu. Lao Gong replied that it was nothing strange. A person could both cheat and be willing to die for the person they love, and that was exactly the complexity of human nature. The son and Shiao left first. Shiao Bei looked at Lao Gong's works and realized Lao Gong liked Li Shi. Lao Gong admitted it, but said in Li Shi's eyes he was just a pretty good friend, and there couldn't be anything else between them. Li Shi wanted to talk to Shiao Bei, but Shiao Bei refused, saying it was too late today. At this time, Lao Gong's mom called him, saying something happened to his dad and telling him he had to come back immediately. Shiao went out to drink. During that time, he heard a few of Luan's co-workers gossiping about her. They brought up the celebration party that night, saying the two of them had already kissed, yet in front of Shiao, Luan still acted shy. Hearing that, Shiao immediately rushed over to fight them. But because the other side had more people, in the end, Shiao got beaten up. Meanwhile, Lao Gong and Shiao Bay had managed to rush to the hospital in Lao Gong's hometown. Lao Gong's dad had just been taken into surgery. A while later, the doctor came out to announce that the surgery was successful and he was out of danger. Lao Gong asked his mom, didn't his dad go for a health checkup before, so why did something this serious happen all of a sudden? His mom sighed, saying actually during the health checkup back then they found an issue and the doctor also advised him to get surgery, but his dad was too stubborn and absolutely refused to do it. Shiao Bei called to tell Li Shi the news. Lao Gong's mom said she wanted to stay at the hospital to take care of her husband, but Lao Gong advised her to go home and rest first. Tonight he and Shiao Bei would stay, and she could come back tomorrow. Shiao went to see Luan and apologized to her. He said when she called him that night, he had no idea things had happened like that, which was why he said those words, and he shouldn't have said that. Luan said if it was just because of that, then she accepted his apology. But she also straightforwardly said that Shiao was always hesitating, not daring to take on his responsibilities, and always putting himself in the victim position of the marriage. Before, she used to think she could bring him strength, but now she understood that strength could only be given to oneself by oneself. She wouldn't wait for him anymore. At the hospital, Lao Gong sat and talked with his dad. He remembered how, when he was little, his dad often hit him, and he always fought back. Later on, his dad didn't have the strength to hit him anymore, but his mouth still didn't stop scolding. He didn't expect everything to turn out like this now. The next morning, Li Shi came to visit Lao Gong's dad. Lao Gong told her about his dad's condition, then asked if he could borrow her shoulder to lean on for a bit. Li Shi agreed. From far away, Shiao Bei saw that scene. Lao Gong's mom also saw it. She thought Li Shi was her son's girlfriend, so she was extremely happy, and even told her husband about it. Lao Gong quickly stopped his mom, telling her not to talk nonsense. Li Shi was Shiao Bei's girlfriend. Hearing that, his mom was extremely embarrassed, anxiously asking if Shiao Bei heard it. Lao Gong helplessly said that he was afraid the whole floor already heard it. Li Shi immediately chased after Shiao Bei, asking why he kept avoiding her. She said she didn't want to live forever in a feeling of insecurity, which was why she came here. It would be better for Shiao Bei to get mad at her than to keep being cold like this. But Shiao Bei only replied, doesn't she still have Lao Gong? After that, Lao Gong talked to Li Shi about Shiao Bei, asking if she knew the story about his parents. Li Shi said Shiao Bei had briefly told her. Lao Gong said actually that story still had a lot of hidden details. When he was little, Shiao Bei's dad frequently went on business trips far away, and Shiao Bei knew his mom was always unhappy. Because of that, the little boy always tried to do everything really well, only hoping to make his mom happy. Back then, Shiao Bei ran very fast, getting ready to participate in a sports meet. His mom gave him a pair of running shoes and said if he won a prize, she would come watch the award ceremony. However, Shiao Bei's mom left. During the race that day, Shiao Bei fell, so he didn't win a prize. From then on, he always thought it was exactly because he didn't win a prize that his mom left. Because of that, later on with everything, he forced himself to do his absolute best. That made him live extremely tired and in pain. Lao Gong added that whenever something happened, Shiao Bei would run to that stadium to jog. Lao Gong sighed with emotion that his parents argued their whole lives, and he really didn't understand why they still stayed together. Lao Gong's mom had a different thought. She said for the most part she couldn't remember the past arguments anymore, but the happy things when they first got married, she still remembered clearly for a lifetime. Reaching this age, the person who could stay by your side in the end was only your life partner. Over here, the son proposed to Ming Ming, but Ming Ming refused. She said she didn't want to become his burden. Meanwhile, Ying Tao and Zhe Yin had made up with each other. Li Shi saw that, so she asked about it. Ying Tao said she took the initiative to apologize to Zhe Yin. She thought people should live a bit freely. If they like each other, then be together. If there's a problem, then solve it together. And if it can't be solved, then break up. After all, Shiao Bei finally decided that if Li Shi left, he would definitely find her and bring her back. Ming Ming's store finally finished handling everything. She planned to go with the son to find Shiao Bei to pay back the money. The building management side said it wouldn't be until Monday to hand over the keys, so at that time the son could just go over to get them. The son asked Ming Ming where she planned to go after that. Ming Ming said she had a former classmate doing travel photography services in Yunnan. She planned to go there to work for a while, considering it as changing her living environment too. Hearing that, the son suddenly remembered the last time he asked Ming Ming the meaning of the store's name. Back then Ming Ming said that name came from the classic of poetry, roughly meaning, if you like me, then come find me. If you don't come find me, then I will be with someone else. Thinking about that, the son again remembered the first time he met Ming Ming. At that time, on the train trip, Ming Ming sat crying the whole time, while he quietly handed her a tissue to wipe her tears. Meanwhile, Jean came to look for Shiao Bay, wanted to talk things out clearly with him. Meanwhile, Mao also came to find Li Shi and showed her a few photos. Jean and Shiao Bay went together to an archery range, a place they used to visit together before. Jean said actually she had never been with Dr. Lin. That day after leaving, she still stood waiting for Shiao Bei in the hallway. If Shiao Bei had stepped out at that time, he definitely would have seen her. But he never came out, and in the end, she had to leave. At that time, she was very angry, so she intentionally said she was with Dr. Lin, just to make Shiao Bei come back looking for her. Actually, Jean was always unable to let go. This time she came back looking for Shiao Bei, and unexpectedly saw he was already with Li Shi. The day Li Shi found out someone was following her, that person was exactly Jean. Li Shi said she knew who Jean was, and Mao then revealed to Li Shi another thing that Shiao Bei had never said. Before that, Jean had come to see Shiao Bei, saying she was about to get married. It was exactly that night that Shiao Bei went to a bar he had never been to before and met Li Shi. Li Shi had always thought that was the start of a romantic love story, but actually at that time, she was just a replacement for Jean. Jean asked Shiao Bei if the two of them could start over from the beginning. Shiao Bei said he already had a girlfriend now. He hoped the breakup between them could end decently, so later on when mentioning each other they could still keep a few good memories. To him, Jean was always a girl full of life and hope. Right then Dr. Lin came to pick up Jean, asking if she wanted to go eat something. Jean nodded in agreement, then left with him. After that, Li Shi asked Shiao Bei about this. Shiao Bei admitted that Jean really did come to look for him, but he said the person he loved now was Li Shi. However, Li Shi didn't believe it. She thought that was just a kind of love Shiao Bei made up himself. Finding someone not bad, but not truly love to marry, have kids, and then convince himself that this was happiness. After speaking, Li Shi took off the ring, handed it back to Shiao Bei, and walked away. Downstairs, Lao Gong was already standing and waiting. He held a bouquet of flowers and said this time he didn't want to keep hiding anymore. He admitted that he had always liked Li Shi and asked if she could give him a chance. Meanwhile, Yu's mom came to advise her daughter. She said Yu is already divorced, taking advantage of the fact that Hua still liked her. She should quickly be with him. Yu wasn't too young anymore either. If she missed it, there wouldn't be another chance. But Yu refused. She said before she was always afraid her mom wouldn't be satisfied. But now she understood that her life was her own. She decided to go abroad to continue studying. Ming Ming got in the car getting ready to leave, but the son suddenly ran over. He got on one knee to propose to her once again. This time, Ming Ming agreed. Meanwhile, Shiao Bei went to find Li Shi, but found out her flower shop had been transferred to someone else. He went to Yingtao to ask, but Yingtao didn't know where Li Shi was either. Shiao Bei called Li Shi's dad, but he said he didn't know and hung up. Actually, Li Shi had gone back to her hometown at this time. Lao Gong angrily came to confront Shiao Bei. He tried calling Li Shi, but found out she had blocked his number. It turned out, Li Shi had quietly returned to her hometown for a while to clear her mind. Here, she accidentally ran into Chen Yu again when he was leading two interns back to the village to improve flower breeds. Meeting the guy from her past again, Li Shi awkwardly apologized for her purposeful approach back then. However, Chen Yu thought he was actually the one who had to apologize because he used her to cut ties with his ex-wife. He sadly shared that he used to try to fix things, but his wife was only immersed in the ambition of making money every day. Li Shi felt bad for Sister Wan because she understood that woman loved Chen Yu very much. Having her entire 20 years of youth spent together completely denied was truly too cruel. Even so, Chen Yu just sighed softly. He wanted to put all the grudges into the past, only hoping his ex-wife could live more happily from now on. The days in the countryside passed extremely peacefully, and Li Shi spent all her time helping her dad dye fabrics. Taking a moment of heart-to-heart talk, she curiously asked her dad about the weird wedding photo in the city where he stood between the bride and groom, and at the same time brought up her childhood memory of seeing her dad hug another little girl and giving that girl a music box exactly like hers. At this moment, Mr. Li finally slowly told the story from the past. Before meeting Li Shi's mom, he had a 6-year relationship with a girl in the city, but was forbidden by her family. Too heartbroken, he ran off to the countryside to work to clear his mind, and then ended up with her mom. Ironically, not long after getting married, his ex called to announce she had given birth to a child for him. Even though at first Li Shi's mom angrily demanded a divorce, when she calmed down, she tolerantly accepted the truth because she knew her husband was completely unintentional and the child was innocent. He and his wife had to share the responsibility of providing for the child and decided to keep it a secret to protect Li Shi's young soul. Hearing the story, the long-held knot in Li Shi's heart was finally untied, and a bright smile bloomed on her lips once again. During the whole time Li Shi was absent, Xiao Bei was like someone who lost his soul, sending her a series of tearful texts day after day. He reported that he had learned to make coffee, but was always criticized by the staff for not making it as pretty as she did, confessing that both he and the coffee shop were missing her very much. He bragged that his mom came back from abroad and was extremely eager to meet her future daughter-in-law. She even had someone pick an auspicious date to hold the wedding, so as long as she nodded, he would accommodate her on whenever and wherever to hold it. Day by day went by. He waited longingly, telling her how Luan Luan was chosen as the female lead, and also resolved her grudges with Xiao to go back to being normal friends. With all his sincerity, Xiao Bei confessed that his life only had about 20,000 days left. If he missed her for even one day, it would be the ultimate regret, earnestly begging her to quickly return to his side. Witnessing Xiao Bei and Lao Gong bitterly arguing for a whole month, Ying Tao was so tired she wanted to reject both of these lovesick guys on behalf of her best friend. Meanwhile, Ming Ming wondered why Xiao Bei just kept sitting and waiting, because in this era, finding someone else's whereabouts was too hard at all. As if enlightened, Xiao Bei immediately used a trick to call Li Shi's dad. Even though his mouth promised not to ask about her, he smoothly asked for the address to send her dad to wood carving books by famous masters as a gift. Unluckily, Lao Gong eavesdropped on this trick, so he was determined to stick closely to his rival. To shake him off, Xiao Bei pretended to go to the restroom, even hiring someone to act as a publisher to call and distract Lao Gong. But the comic artist wasn't easily fooled. He just pulled up a chair to keep watch right next to Xiao Bei. Arriving at the pier, Xiao Bei pulled a sneaky move by secretly bribing a taxi driver, taking the chance to push Lao Gong into the car and urging him to lock the doors. Who would have expected Lao Gong to react super fast, managing to jump out of the car in time and even conveniently swiping Xiao Bei's ID card. The race to win the beauty lasted all the way to Shi Taishan. Even though climbing the mountain was tiring, Lao Gong still didn't forget to lay out a rug, enjoy tea, and eat pastries to enjoy life. Seizing the moment, Xiao Bei secretly threw away his rival's shoes and bolted off first. But Lao Gong didn't back down. The messy guy just rented a cow cart and proudly caught up to Xiao Bei. Wrapping up the noisy segment, the scene returned to the peace of the hometown. Li Shi gently sat knitting next to her mom, thoughtfully asking her how she could be forgiving of her dad's mistake from years ago. Mrs. Li smiled kindly, gently replying that time is exactly the medicine that heals many wounds. She confessed she herself also used to want to run away, but then realized that only by bravely facing it could a person truly overcome the pain. To get to Li Shi's house, Xiao Bei and Lao Gong had to hike across a mountain. On the way, Lao Gong constantly mocked Xiao Bei for being thick-skinned. He scolded his rival that when Li Shi took the initiative to follow him to make up, he only knew how to hide, waiting until he broke her heart to show his face and play the lovesick prince. In response, Xiao Bei didn't hold back either, advising Lao Gong to be less stubborn, because if she truly had feelings for him, he wouldn't have had to wait longingly until now. The argument hadn't ended when a peaceful little village slowly appeared before the eyes of the two lovesick guys. Going through so much hardship, finally Xiao Bei found the girl he loved. He sincerely sent his apologies for cowardly avoiding her during the past time. At the same time, promised from now on he would open his heart more, bringing out the old music box that he took the effort to fix even though a small crack still lingered on it. Xiao Bei painfully admitted he still had countless flaws. He regretted his nature of always running away from things he didn't dare to face, ending up accidentally creating a deep emotional wound for the person he loved. Admitting his mistakes, Xiao Bei earnestly begged Li Shi to grant him a chance to make it up to her and heal the cracks in their relationship bit by bit. Seeing the sparkling proposal ring carefully placed on a music box, the corners of Li Shi's mouth subconsciously drew a happy smile. Suddenly, Lao Gong showed up to crash the party with an extremely well-groomed and clean appearance. The guy didn't forget to mock Xiao Bei's tiny bag that was only big enough to hold a music box, while his giant backpack could hold everything in the world. Lao Gong formally got on one knee in front of Li Shi, getting ready to confess his love, but then hesitated and refused to speak because he was annoyed looking at the third wheel. Right when the two rivals were about to set up a foot race to decide the winner, they freaked out when they turned around and saw Li Shi had jumped right into the river. Without time to think, Xiao Bei immediately rushed into the water to save his love, but only after falling did he suddenly remember he was completely clueless about swimming. Panicking too much, he pulled Lao Gong into the water with him too. Ironically, his best buddy also shared the same fate because he didn't know how to swim either. At the end of the day, to define what love is, each of us carries completely different experiences. In this game of love, some crave an unforgettable romance, while others immerse themselves in ambiguity, carrying a stubborn belief that true love shouldn't be bound by morals. Then there are people who, because they gave away too much, develop fear and don't dare to open their hearts one more time. We used to naively believe in the word forever, only to receive total heartbreak in return. Witnessing the most beautiful things vanish in just a blink of an eye, and sincere sacrifice being met with indifference and betrayal. In times like those, we easily fall into doubt, asking ourselves if love is just a poisoned apple used to torture human hearts. However, instead of torturing and doubting ourselves, we must always believe that we deserve to be loved. Because love is naturally an emotion hard to put into words. When you have it, know how to cherish it, and if you happen to let it slip away, bravely learn how to let go. Closing the stormy chapters, each character moved forward on their own path. Yu shook off the mud and stood up, becoming an independent and successful woman, step by step bringing her fashion brand to the global stage. Sen finally fulfilled his life's biggest wish by taking the girl he loves home as his wife. Mao decided to give up the exhausting paparazzi job to focus on finding herself again. Sister Guan accidentally bumped into Chunyu, her heart unable to help but swell with emotion seeing him still cherishing the memorial watch from years ago. As for Dr. Lin, he still persistently chased after Zhang without knowing fatigue. The girl Wan, after her debut movie, had now skyrocketed to stardom and started opening her heart to new relationships. Shiao also found a peaceful harbor in the stage lights exactly as he always craved. As for the guy Lao Gong, to soothe the regrets in his own love life, he put pen to paper to write a perfect ending with Yifan. In the end, after all the misunderstandings and storms passed, everyone would receive an ending tailor-made for their own life. Some people smile and embrace happiness, while others have to bite their teeth and learn how to let go to strongly step forward. That is perhaps exactly the most gentle and complete answer that time gives to all of us. The movie ends here. Thank you guys for watching. If you found it good, please leave me a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and ring the bell to wait for the newest movies.